2, 1. What's up, guys? Colin here. We are live, week 11. Sorry, it's a 1 day delayed, but you know, better to be 1 week delayed than to not, you know, be live this week. We got Link in the call.
Yeah, what's up?
Um, we'll start with some fantasy news. Um, Obviously, you guys can see there's a bit of a difference. There's no DeAndre Swift anymore or DJ Moore on the team. Made a trade with Logan for Tyreek Hill and Antonio Brown. So, gonna be hoping that pays off because Antonio Brown's about to absolutely go off in the playoffs. Plus, I got Cam Newton on a free agency, so.
I honestly don't know about the Cam Newton pickup. I don't really think he's going to be doing much. And that's just my opinion.
Oh shit! I'm picking up. I swear, if somebody fucking snags Zach Ertz before me, I'm gonna be pissed.
I might go do that.
No. Where? Fuck. I don't want to drop Elijah Moore though. No, fine. No, you could take him. Honestly, I don't need a tight end. I'll hold on to Elijah Moore for now. Justin just dropped him, so it's definitely a good snag. Yeah, let's start this off. Let's get to some predictions. Usually we have Jack on the show, but as I said this before, it's about how the what the numbers are, or like the percentage of chances to win. Oh, jeez. I don't really need a last name. There's kind of only one Pat in the group. Yeah, let's get these predictions going. Know it? I'll go over my week 10 predictions real quick. Get those out of the way, so I can add to my totals. It was a weird week last week. Where is it? Scores. Here we go.
Yeah, last week was kind of whack with games.
Yeah, I don't really know what happened. A lot of teams either just choked or kind of lost. So, first pick was I took Ravens over Dolphins. That was an L.
Yeah, I would have done that too, not going to lie.
Titans was a W. Bills was a W. Cards was an L because Kyler was out. Broncos was an L. Cowboys was a W. Colts was a W. Pats was a W. I took the Pats over the Browns and was absolutely correct. Steelers, I'll give a 0.5 because it was a tie. I don't really know how to take ties in this.
No, that's an L. That's an L.
Alright.
That's L.
Yeah, I'll give it an L. Bucks, that's an L. Yeah, they lost to Washington. I'm annoyed because I was gonna pick that. I was gonna pick that upset, but I fucked it. Vikings W. Packers W. Chiefs W. And the Rams, that was a
L.
That was a fat L. That was a fat L.
It's bad.
That was really bad. So let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 6. Not too bad.
It's not terrible. It was a whack week last week, so
Yeah. So now
fair.
the totals are up to 68 and 48 for me on the season. So I don't know what the percentage that is there, but let's get some predictions for this week going. All right. We got, for matchups this week, obviously we got the game that's going on right now. That's Patriots Falcons. I'm going to just have to take the Pats here.
I'm gonna have to go with you on that one with the Pats.
They're OP. They really showed themselves out this week.
They kind of chose a good quarterback, and I think they're gonna do another Tom Brady type thing with him. Honestly, he's gonna go on a run for a while.
Mac Jones is a baller. They're looking like they're gonna be a probably top 10 team this year.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
They could definitely make a deep playoff run.
Yeah, I think so.
Titans versus Texans. I feel like I'd be stupid to not take the Titans here. Even though
I feel like that'd be a dumb decision.
Even though I think if the Titans are going to lose a game, it'll be this one. It'll be the exact same way they lost to the Jets a couple weeks ago.
That's fair.
Washington versus Carolina. So I don't really. I'm a believe in Cam. I'm a believe in Cam. Cam's the starter this week. I'm taking the Panthers.
You know, as a Giants fan, I would like to say that the football team would lose. With Cam, I don't really know, but yeah, I would probably go with the Panthers too.
All right, let's go. Next up, let's see. We got Ravens Bears.
Oh, go Ravens all the way. I don't even need to think about that one.
Oh, damn! The Ravens have been playing so fluky recently, but who have the Bears beaten this year? They beat the Bengals, the Lions, and the Raiders. This is either going to be an ass whooping from the Ravens, or the Bears are going to win this. There's no way. It's not going to be a close game the Bears win, or close game that the Ravens win. It's going to be it's either going to be a close win for the Bears, or an absolute ass whooping from the Ravens. I'm going to take the Bears on the upset this week. I think Ravens could drop. We could see the Ravens drop 2 straight games here to pretty bad teams. We got Lions-Browns. I'm running this shit. Give me the fucking Lions, baby. They're upsetting the Browns, taking the dub. Dan Campbell's getting his first win. Jared fucking Goff is about to carry.
You know what? I want to ride the way with you. I want the Lions to win.
The Lions are getting their first win against.
I have a feeling, yeah.
And who else but against the last team to not win a game in a season, the Browns. It's too perfect.
It is.
Packers. Vikings. That's gonna be a game, dude.
I think it is, but I have faith in our boy discount double check Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying?
Mr. I got the COVID vaccine, but I actually didn't. Listens to Joe Rogan for health advice.
Next.
Yeah, I think pissed off Aaron Rodgers comes out today and just pisses on the Vikings, really. I think it'll be close, though. I think Vikings lose on a missed field goal. I'm calling it here right now. I'm putting an asterisk next to it. Vikings lose on missed kick. I'm calling it here.
That's fair.
Dolphins, Jets.
Dolphins.
Yeah, if the Dolphins don't win this, come on. They're both just such weird teams, but because obviously this year has been weird in general for NFL and stuff. But the fact that the Jets have upset the Titans and the Bengals and the Dolphins have upset the Ravens,
that's fair.
It's just weird. Saints, Eagles, another good one here.
I'm gonna go with the Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles looked really strong against Denver. I don't want to get into that game, obviously, because to put it flat, we got absolutely destroyed. Like it wasn't a contest.
No, it was not.
I mean, our offense is terrible. Our defense is outstanding. Besides our run defense is terrible. We kind of just forgot that QBs can run the ball.
That'll happen for a team too. That happens.
Yeah, I forgot that you can actually guard the quarterback when he runs the ball, and you can actually tackle him. But whatever. 49ers Jaguars.
The 49ers put up a really good game last week against the Rams. I think it'd be stupid not to take them.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Niners. I'm gonna ride the Niners with you. I could see another pop-off game from Debo. Just an absolute brawl. Bengals Raiders. I'm taking the Bengals, even though they've been on like a weird skid. I think the Raiders are even on an even bigger skid.
I'm gonna take the Raiders because I'm the Carl Nassib fan club. So.
Jeez. Man, my man Carl Nassib.
Exactly.
Absolutely bang.
Cowboys over the Chiefs.
Cowboys Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs, baby.
Give me the Cowboys.
Even though obviously I don't want either team to win, because I don't want the Cowboys to win because obviously it's fuck the Cowboys, but I don't want the Chiefs to win because, well, the AFC West is very close now, and the Broncos literally just need like 2 wins. They're top of the division. But I think the Chiefs are going on a hot spree now. I think they're going to start catching fire. Plus they get Clyde Edwards-Helaire back this week, so it'll be a nice player to get back. Arizona versus Seattle. I gotta take Arizona.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray should be back this week. Which, if he is, that's an easy dub for Arizona. If he's not, I still think the Seahawks are not good enough. That defense is horrendous. The Panthers defense isn't great, but they're better than the Seahawks defense. And the Cardinals defense was pretty good. Made the Cardinals offense look trash, so let's see. Steelers Chargers.
I'm worthless burger. I'm going with the Chargers on this one.
I don't know if Big Ben is back.
No, he's not, but he's worthless either way, and his team, not. I have not been overly impressed with the Steelers this season. They really haven't shown up. They haven't been good, so.
Yeah. If Ben was back, I think I would take the Steelers. Even though Ben isn't that good, I think it's more the leadership.
No, you're right about that. I agree with you on that.
Last matchup of the week, the Monday Night Football game, Giants-Bucks. Give me Danny Dimes, baby.
Facts. Give me Danny Dimes.
Bro,
Saquon should be back, and so should Sterling.
Bro,
Danny with Sterling is pretty dangerous, and if Saquon's healthy. And Tom Brady.
Who is this bum, dude? Can't even beat Taylor Heineke, dude. Got absolutely outplayed by Heineke.
I would just like to say the Giants have always been the Achilles heel of Tom Brady, so I will always take the Giants against Tom Brady. Now, do I think they'll win? Probably not, but I'm going to go with them because you know what? Giants Mafia, baby.
Let's go. Saquon should be back. Potentially no Vita Vea for the Bucks. That would be pretty big.
Yeah.
And we'll have to see if Antonio Brown is back. Obviously, I hope he is for fantasy, but I also, for the Giants, I hope he's not.
That's fair.
A story just came out that Antonio Brown obtained a fake COVID vaccine card from a former chef. And he's been using it to fake that he's got the COVID vaccine.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know what that would mean. Uh,
I hate people who do that. Honestly, like if the NFL just requires you to have it, might as well just get it because you're gonna need it. And that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what would happen here if this is true.
I have a feeling it's going to be a suspension because he's going against the rules. The NFL's pretty strict about that. I'm not sure, but I would think.
Also, Goodell doesn't like Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
So, that adds to it.
Yeah, that's 2 points. That's 2 strikes.
Alright, we'll come back to these next week and see how those go. How do you think you're doing in fantasy this so far this season?
I'm doing awful. It has not been a very strong season. My number 1 pick running back has been awful. He's been hurt all season. And he hasn't been doing great in the seasons or the weeks he's been there. So I'm just not feeling very confident. But maybe this week, maybe.
I don't know. I mean, he's coming back. He's put up averaging like 20 a game when he's in here, or when he's in. So
that's true.
He had a good matchup this week against Jack. No Aaron Jones for Jack this week, so Tyler Lockett's gonna get the start. It looks like. You're not starting Pittman this week. What's what's happening there?
Yeah. I have to check again. I think he did pretty bad last week.
He had 12, but I mean he is the number 8 wide receiver so far.
Yeah.
Throughout the season.
Wait, no. It was Metcalf that did bad last week. Maybe I should take him out, actually.
Yeah, Metcalf had 5.6.
Yeah. Oh, Shepard's out, so that's an easy switch for me.
Yeah.
Saquon's looking like he's in.
Oh, Edmonds got placed on IR. I didn't even notice that.
And put him there. We'll take 2 out of IR. And I'm going to drop him.
You can put Edmonds and Tua. Oh, wait, never mind. Tua's off IR.
Yeah. I could have kept him in there, but...
Then you can't really make roster moves, pretty sure. Pretty sure it stops you from doing that.
Yeah.
I made sure I pick the Brandon McManus back up because
Tua turned the ball over.
Tua turned the ball over.
Kickers. Let's see if we can get a better kicker.
Hold on a second. Chat. Give me 1 second. What did I... Oh, here you go. I gotta mute for a second. Having to blow my nose, chat, so I feel like you don't need to hear that. Alright, I think we're good now. Sorry about that. Sinuses are a pain in my ass. Oh. Alright, I think we're good now.
Life water.
Check out what I did in the other leagues real quick. I forgot to take him out in this league. Gosh dang it, I'm upset. Oh, J. Judy has a bye too. Gosh dang it. Sure, we'll start Brandon Ayuk this week. And we'll start Saquon as well. I wish I would have realized that because I would have started Michael. I can start Michael Carter's slot. Okay. Pretty sure I got the win in that league. Got the win in this league. Dearance Johnson really came up clutch. And got me. Got some good yards in for. Well, I had some injuries and stuff, or some buys as well. And then in my college league, took a fat L, lost by 70. So that wasn't great. Odell played terribly, so that didn't help, to say the least. We'll start Saquon this week, I think. And hopefully this team can get back. I have Matt Ryan starting this week. I wish I would have realized that, because I would have picked up either Derek Carr or someone like that. Damn, this league is so deep when it comes to players. I forgot there's so many players in free agency. Cam is still available, and Danny Dimes. Damn, that kind of sucks. I didn't realize that. Anyways, yeah. We'll get to the tier list now. I don't know if you want to put some input in here, Link.
I'll just kind of give you what I think about what you've put where.
Alright. Bottom team in the league, I think it's pretty obvious at this point. Even though they're absolute battlers, and they will die for their coach. The Detroit Lions are still at the bottom, winless. But, I feel like they just have to stay there for now.
That's fair. I agree with that.
Obviously, next we have, you got a mix between the Jets, the Dolphins, the Jaguars. I think I'm gonna go Jaguars. No, I'll go Jets, Jaguars, Dolphins. Where's the Jags? Jaguars are here. Urban Meyer always grinding out dubs. Love to see it. And then a nice move up though for Washington moves up to number 5 in the rankings after beating. Actually, wait, I think they have 4 wins. I don't think I can. Oh, no, they have 3. Okay, I was thinking of a different team. And then Washington sits still at number 5. Or moves up to number 5. I think they were they were number 30 last week, and they moved up to 28 now. So they get a nice little boost up after beating the Bucks. So I feel like that bottom 5 will remain the same for a while, though. Another team that's going to be getting placed in the next tier, C tier here. A team that not many people thought would be here at this point.
Seahawks.
Yeah, Seattle Seahawks. They Russell Wilson does not look like Russell Wilson. We saw that last week. I mean, obviously he rehabbed his finger back into shape and way too fast, and yeah, their season's basically over at this point.
Yeah, they're struggling.
They are struggling hard, and I don't really see how they can bounce back from this. They've just had too many L's that they should have gotten wins off of. Next up, I feel like I have to go with the Giants. The fact that they're 3-6. I mean, they cause absolute chaos, but if they get a win this week against the Bucks, they're definitely gonna move up above the Eagles. But after the Eagles beat the Broncos, I just can't put them above them. And then the Falcons are next. 4-5, just a little bit better of the record, puts them ahead. So even though I'm pretty sure they got absolutely blown out last week against what team was it? No, not Patriots. They're playing right now. Yeah, they got blown out by the Cowboys. That's what it was. I still think I gotta keep them above it. Plus, when they played each other earlier in the year, the Falcons did win that game. So I feel like that's pretty fair. Now this is where it gets interesting because there's a lot of like decent teams, and I don't really know how to rate them. I'll. Oh wait, shit! I just realized I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Texans are down at 3. I just completely missed the Texans. They're at 50. Washington gets out of F tier, I guess. I completely forgot about the Texans. I was wondering. I knew I was forgetting one team in here. I was like, I remember I dropped Dolphins in there recently, and Washington got out of there. Yeah, that's more like it. That makes a little bit more sense here. Now, a lot of decent teams here. I think I'm gonna go the Bears here. They've been pretty mediocre. Justin Fields has looked good. Obviously, very promising after last week. Even though they lost to the Steelers, they really should have won that game. Realistically, that was a game they should have won. They got pretty unlucky to lose that game thanks to the ref ball. But, yeah. I'll go... Yeah, I'll go Eagles next. Obviously got a good win against Denver. I think they're 4-6 now. Yeah, 4-6. Yeah, it was a good game. Watching that game through, the Eagles looked pretty strong. Denver's defense did lock down their offense for a decent amount of time, but when the defense is out there for more than half the game and the offense can't really do much, it's kind of tough to stop that Eagles offense. So
that's where I would have changed it. I would have put the Eagles on top of the Broncos, especially because you've compared a lot of teams to who they beat and stuff.
That's fair. The only reason I have the Broncos above them is because the 5-5 record at this point, as well as the fact that they beat the Cowboys, which the Eagles got absolutely pooed on by. Broncos are following very soon there. No, actually, I'm gonna go Colts. No, yeah, you've changed my mind. I'll go Colts, Broncos, Eagles. Eagles can move to B tier. Colts have not beaten anybody. Also, Patriots now 10-0. Just got the notification. Mac Jones and Nelson Aguilar, I think it was. Yeah, for a touchdown. But, yeah, Colts have not beaten anybody, and they have looked shaky this year. They've beaten the Jaguars, the Dolphins, the Texans. The Niners is the only team they really beat. And that's... The Niners are good, but they're not great. So... And I go, yeah, Denver, and then I'll put Philly above Denver just because that head-to-head win. I feel like that's fair, actually. But, yeah, these kind of rankings down here are pretty volatile. They kind of change a lot. But,
I feel like the people down at the bottom really will.
Yeah, they
move the most.
They tend to stay the same. Some weeks, Dolphins will get a win, so they'll jump up here. The Jets will win, so they'll jump up a little bit. Or the Texans will get a random win. Or like the Jaguars last week with the Jets. Or with the Bills, I mean. So, they always move up and down. None of them get out of F tier, though, so. I think the Dolphins are the only team that have been out of F tier this year. The Jets might have gotten out of F tier when they beat the Bengals, but yeah. Next up, I'll go Carolina. Cam Newton they got a good win against the Cardinals. Obviously, the Cardinals didn't have basically anybody. They're pretty injured. Christian McCaffrey looked good in his game back. In his big game back here. Obviously, I think he played last week, but he didn't do as much. This game came back, 10 receptions, 66 yards, and 95 yards rushing. PJ Walker didn't look bad, didn't look great. Obviously, Cam Newton's going to take the starting role now as he knows the playbook better. Cam had 2 touchdowns. Overall looked really good. We'll have to see how they play this next week. Next up, I don't know if to put the Niners or the Vikings here. That's where I'm at.
I mean, the Niners had a really impressive win against the Rams.
They both got impressive wins. They beat the Chargers as well.
Yeah, but the Chargers, I mean, the thing that I would say, the Chargers haven't been as good as the Rams, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And the record which follows it, and the thing that was smacked the Rams, so it wasn't very close.
That's fair. Yeah, I'll go Vikings Niners. Oh, not Niners in 8 here. Not there yet. Obviously, yeah, you brought it up right. Vikings got a 7-point win over the Chargers. Dalvin Cook's touchdown at the end of the game really sealed the deal, and Justin Jefferson having 9 receptions for 143 yards does help.
Does help.
But then, the Niners, their defense just overwhelmed the Rams' offense, which is pretty surprising. Not many people would have thought that. Obviously, Cooper Kupp still had 122 yards on 11 receptions. But Deebo Samuel, 5 receptions, 97 yards, and a touchdown, as well as a rushing touchdown. They kind of just ran all over them, and the Rams had no real answer to them. So, very disappointing from the Rams there, but good win from the Niners. So, now we're getting to the point. We're almost to that point. Next up, I'll go Steelers, Browns, Saints, Chargers. And then Bengals barely hold their A tier. Not because they're playing good, but because everyone else is playing bad. Obviously Steelers tied to the Lions, the winless Lions. Browns got blown out by the Patriots. Saints lost to the Titans. And a pretty good nail biter. Honestly, I'll put the Saints above the chart. Honestly, no, I'll keep Saints 8. I'll put Saints 8 tier. They have better wins than Bengals and Chargers. And the fact they only lost by 2 to the Titans is pretty good. And then, yeah, Bengals had a bye this week, but they looked really good to start. Now, recently, they've looked pretty sloppy. Still could be contenders. They obviously need a good win here against the Raiders this week. If they get this win against the Raiders and the Steelers, could be looking at business, but until we see them play again this week, I just can't put them A tier. Saints defense is the real deal, though. The fact that they're keeping close with the Titans, who's the best team in the league, or one of the best teams in the league right now. And yeah, like the fact that Trevor Siemian is leading this team, and if they didn't miss one field, or if they didn't miss an extra point, they would have forced overtime. It's a pretty big thing, I'd say, to say the least. So yeah, I won't say they're full contenders yet, but that defense is really, really good. Next up, I'm gonna go Raiders. Chiefs. See, this is where it gets tricky, because all these teams are, the rest of these teams are contenders at this point. With the Chiefs, I'd say the rest of these teams here are contenders for the Super Bowl. Chiefs, Titans, Bucks, Patriots, Rams, Bills, Cardinals, Packers, Cowboys, and Ravens. I'd say all 10 of them are Super Bowl contenders. They all have their big wins, but they also have their big losses. I'm going to go Raiders, Chiefs. The Raiders, obviously, they've looked strong, but this week I think they're starting to have their collapse again. They do this every year. They look really strong, and then they collapse, and they look really strong again, and everyone goes Super Bowl contender, and then they collapse, and they go, how is this team even a top, 20 team? The Chiefs made them look just dreadful. The Chiefs just said, lay down, get out of my way. We are the team in the NFC. Yeah, get the fuck out, basically. Yeah, I think the Chiefs are looking like that former S tier team that we saw before. And if they can string a few more of these wins together, we're looking at the old Super Bowl team. And could be seeing them take the AFC, which is just a shit show at this point. So that's what I'd say at this point. Now, I have my two teams here that I'm gonna put, but I don't know who to put over who. It's the Ravens and the Patriots.
I put the Ravens over the Patriots. The Patriots haven't really looked that good until recently, and the Ravens have kind of looked decent the whole season, so.
But, the same thing is the Patriots just dogged the Browns. As well as, they have the most points scored on a team in, so far this year, so. I'll agree with you on that for now. I'll put the Patriots then Ravens, but if the Patriots get a good convincing win tonight over the Falcons, and the Ravens drop another one, I could easily see Patriots jumping up a lot farther. Um, Now we're to that point where we have two teams here that are they're good, but they don't make S tier. I think it's the Cowboys, and then there's one more team here.
Say the team for me, honestly, would be either the Rams or the Titans because that Rams loss this week. The Rams have looked fairly good this whole season, but losing,
that game to the Niners is big.
That's huge. That's not a good look.
I'd actually tend to agree with you on this. I have them as my Super Bowl favorites. I still have them as my Super Bowl favorites, but after this week, I don't think I can put them higher than put them S tier. I don't think they're on that same level as the Packers, Cardinals, Bills, or the Bucks, and the Titans are close with them. I'll agree with you. I think I'll go Rams, Titans, and this is where it gets. I'll go Bucks. I'm putting the Titans above the Bucks. Bucks took an L this week to Washington, and overall, they could lose 2 straight here. But
I'd say if they do lose 2 straight, I would agree with you. But I don't know if the Bucks are there right now because they're kind of have some hurt people. So I don't know if you can really judge them on that or not.
Who did they beat this year? They beat the Cowboys, Falcons, Patriots, Dolphins, Eagles, Bears. They've lost the Saints, the football team, and the Rams.
The Rams are that's understandable. The Rams are looking like a really good team. Well, they were in the beginning.
But Washington
the other two,
and the
I would agree. Yeah, that's not good.
Those aren't good losses. I'll keep the Titans above them for now because the Titans are 8-2 at this point. The Bucks are I think they're 8-2, where the Bucks are 6-3. So
that's fair.
Now this is where it gets tough because all 3 of these teams have not looked fantastic.
Especially the Bills lately with the Dolphins game and the game last week. Not looking too hot.
Like they're just obviously they lost the Steelers at the beginning of the season. But
no, it wasn't the Jets. It was the game before.
Yeah, it was the Jaguars and the Titans they lost to.
Well, yeah, but the Dolphins game, they looked pretty, they didn't look like themselves either.
Yeah, they didn't look great in that one either. Obviously, they did just come out here and absolutely poo on Mike White, which, rest in peace, the meme that was Mike White. He had his one game of fame. Now he's getting replaced by Joe Flacco, so.
Joe Flacco.
Kind of tough. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I feel like I'm gonna go Cardinals, Bills. I'll put the Packers at 1. 17, a good 17-0 win against the Seahawks. Obviously, Seahawks are not at what they used to be. But this is the first time Russell Wilson has ever been shut out in his career. And, yeah, I definitely didn't expect that. I expected it to still be kind of close, but I still thought the Packers would win. But 17-0. Obviously, you would have liked more than 17-0, but, yeah, the fact they still shut them out is big. Because that defense has looked great, but at other times they've looked mediocre. So 17-0 is a good win. But yeah, first time Packers moving up for the number 1 seed. I think the highest they were before this was 3. I think they jumped up to 3 at one point when they beat the Cardinals, or 2. But yeah. I think this is the rankings for now. We'll see, obviously, how this plays out this week, and overall in general, but this isn't a bad ranking. Again, I think think we are starting to come to a close. I'm going to throw this in the group chat real quick, as I always do. Well, I think I forgot last week. Oops, I forgot to save it. There you go. Alright. Week 11's. This is week 11. Book. We'll see how this Patriots game goes. Definitely keep an eye on it. They're up 10-0 now, and they're driving again. So, could see a big Patriots win here. But, yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We'll be back. Hopefully next week will be Wednesday and not Thursday. I planned on doing it Wednesday, but obviously a bit sick, so it's what I can. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream.